Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I play video series videos I would do for the water. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, excuse me, I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie. Excuse me again. I apologize. Uh, Oh, at the time I'm doing this, I'm not going to lie, I'm apparently just a little bit gassy. Just a little bit. But anyway, folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to am around about for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, why I wear super cool shirts? I always like to highlight super cool shirt. Super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my non-point shirt. Woo! This is actually their tour shirt from their Million Watt tour that they are currently on at the time I'm doing this. I think they've got a few dates left in the tour schedule. I got to see them just a few days ago. They did a Sunday show at a venue called the Bottom Lounge. If you're not familiar with the band Nonpoint, I don't know where Nonpoint is in terms of popularity, if I'm honest with you. They're a band that came around like the late 90s. Had some level of success and everything. I completely didn't realize that they existed for a while. But eventually, I became aware of their stuff earlier this year. Then they were on tour with a few bands earlier in the year, and then they did their own headlining tour. And like I said, I really didn't know what to make of them in terms of what to expect popularity-wise, like when the crowd was there and everything. Man, but people fucking showed up for Nonpoint. And I'm not, like, that's a great thing. They were fucking awesome, as were all the other bands that played. So awesome, in fact, that I actually did go over there and get some videos of their performances. They're on the channel as well, just in case you're interested, if you like food and music-related stuff. But anyway, what am I trying for today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, it's a new item from a place I haven't reviewed in a little bit, because we're doing something from Boom! It's from Burger King. You can see it's got the little Burger King thing. And this is one of their brand new melts. Specifically, and you can see it's even circled, their Shroom and Swiss melt. Woo! So yeah, they came out with a line of melts. Classic Shroom and Swiss and bacon. I thought about doing the classic, because it was like, well, that's the classic one, right? Start with that one. But I was like, fuck that, man. I want something for me, because this is also my lunch. So, well, I guess technically now it's pretty firmly dinner at this point. But I was like, man, I want a Shroom and Swiss, because I like Shroom and Swiss stuff. I've reviewed some Shroom and Swiss stuff on this channel. Shroom and Swiss for me. Maybe I'll review the other two some other day. I just didn't want to go all in on it, because I was like, I don't need fucking that many melts in one sitting. So let's open it up. And boom, it looks like that. It's kind of... like a thing. Ha 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 ha. Sure. Mushroom tastes good. Well, tastes okay. Doesn't taste like proper mushroom good. So when I originally saw the thing for these, I thought that they were just using the same buns that they used when they did they had a special Whopper called, like, the Sourdough Whopper. And they brought it back for a little bit. I thought it was going to be the same things, but I think that's just straight white bread. And then it looks like they toast the bottom. Which I'm confused as to why they wouldn't toast both. Oh, well, no, to be fair, they toast the inside of the... Let's try a thing. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So here's the thing. If we're talking mushroom and Swiss burgers on a fast food level, pretty much my go-to standard for the Shroom and Swiss burger is Culver's. Culver's has a banging ass shroom and Swiss. I like it. So, that's kind of my high point. Everything else, got to sort of work around it, you know. Where does this compare to the Culver's version? Is it as good? No, it's not. Culver's, I mean, they're using the butter burgers. You get a better taste from the mushrooms and everything. You know, they're a little bit higher end fast food, so fair enough. But, what I will say for this, so when I bit into it, I was immediately hit with a lot of flavor. I was getting the Swiss flavor, I was getting the mushroom flavor, getting that nice combination, because, like, I'm not huge into Swiss cheese, if I'm honest with you, but you melt it, and especially you team it up with some mushrooms, I'm down with that. And this, it's like, it's a small sandwich by, you know, well, American standards. It's a small sandwich. But, like, it's less small and more condensed. Like, they're packing a lot into this sandwich. And it's just tasty. The Swiss gives a little bit of a tanginess to it. Mushrooms, kind of, you know, that sort of earthiness to it. And, you know, some people don't like mushrooms. Fair enough, I guess. I've always liked them. Weird thing for me is that a lot of people say that it's a texture thing. They don't like the texture of mushrooms. Which is like, I don't know, man. I've never had... Certain things I kind of get where the texture stuff comes into play. Mushrooms, I've never had that. Like, nothing about them feels weird texturally for me. But hey, you know, do you. But no, man. It's like, yeah, again, it's a little bit more of a condensed sandwich, but like, you're getting a double burger. You're getting a good amount of stuff, you know, just kind of in its little compact form. And you're getting a good amount of flavor from it. I mean, does the melt aspect really help much? Probably not. Like, even the toasted aspect, like, you're not really getting much of, like, a toast flavor from the melt. You know, it's more of just a quiche or a niche delivery system for the innards. If I would say that there's any point of contention, it's that it just, unless it's, I don't know why, man, but it just seems like if you're getting like a burger or something of that line from Burger King, it seems like unless you're getting an actual Whopper, you don't really get like the proper like flame grilled taste. And that is definitely the case here. Like, the burger aspect of it is fine. You know, the beef aspect, it's fine. But like, yeah, it just doesn't have that like proper oomph, you know, that you get. Because, I mean, say what you want about Burger King. Sometimes a Whopper's just, it makes your day, you know. But I do like what this is doing. It's simple, it's compact, you get a lot of flavor for it. And it hits on all the notes that I like. Is it the best incarnation of this particular idea? No, of course not. It's fast food. But it's better than I thought it was going to be by a pretty good mark. So, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with yes and sort of. I could actually definitely see myself getting this again. In fact, this is one of those things that'd be nice if they kept it on the menu. Because I don't do a lot of Burger King. You know, here and there I'll grab a Whopper. Usually if I'm going to Burger King these days, it's because I'm going to review something. This is something where it's like, no. If you want to keep this on the menu, I could do that every now and again. Because even though, yeah, like Culver's is, again, sort of my gold standard when it comes to fast food, mushroom, and Swiss. It's like, hey, man, Culver's is a little bit further away. It's a little bit more of a pain in the ass to get to. Not by a lot, but, you know, it's a little bit more. Whereas I got a Burger King closer by, and, like, sometimes I'm willing to just, you know, downgrade a little bit for the sake of convenience, and this works for that. I like it. It does what I want it to do, even if, again, it's just not the best incarnation of it, but I can get along with it. If I'm recommending it, it is one of those things where, like, I mean, the big hinge point is, of course, the mushrooms. Like I said, if you don't like mushrooms, this isn't going to go over there and change your interpretation of it. If you do like mushrooms, like myself, you know, again, this isn't going to be like the best mushrooms you've ever had or anything even close to it. But if you're willing to be a little bit forgiving, because again, it is fast food, that's ultimately the thing. I think that this is pretty good overall within reasonable expectations. It is not anything stellar or exceptional, but it is a good deal better than what I was expecting from Burger King. So I'm willing to give it to it. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly mushroom and Swiss-tastic rest of your life. Brandon, I don't like mushroom and Swiss. Then pick your own damn combination of things that you like. I don't know. Maybe your ideal days going over there and eating Cheetos while going over there and putting Legos together. So have a Cheetos and Legos kind of day. That's fine, by the way. Hey, Legos are still cool. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. Try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. It can be rough, folks. Sometimes we go over there, we got to deal with bullshit. And it's rough, And, when we deal with situations in our life, they're stressful, frustrating, etc. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to watch this video and you're going to be like, I haven't had a mushroom and Swiss thing since 1904, and I didn't like it then, and razzafrazzing. But maybe, just maybe, my review will go over there and make your heart grow 3 sizes, and, you'll go over there and be like, you know what, I am going to give the mushroom and Swiss melt, or what the hell ever, another go, because that fat guy wearing a non-pointed shirt said that I should. First of all, I didn't say you should. Don't put fucking words in my mouth. But, we should always be willing to try things, And sometimes you retry things. Like, I know a lot of people in my life who, well, I won't say a lot of people, but I know a fair amount of people who it's like once they've done one thing once and didn't like it, that's it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, if it's something big or something. But it's like, I know for myself, it's like my taste buds have changed if I've gotten older. I've grown a lot more tolerant of things that I didn't like all that much. Certain things I don't like as much as I used to. So, at least food-related stuff, Go ahead and give it a second shot every once in a while. And, if you're not into it, you're not into it. Anyway, bye.